What up, gang? Lane, Carolina Jackpot time coming at you on Monday afternoon. I hope everybody's doing good today. Pretty nice day here in the upstate of South Carolina. A little bit warmer than what we thought it was going to be. Big news today out of Clemson, South Kakalaki, and I guess out of Tallahassee, Florida. Did you know those two schools sued their parent conference, the ACC? This seems like this has been ongoing for about 2 years now. A little bit less than 2 years, maybe. Over the two sued suing to get out of the grant of rights deal, the TV agreement that they signed into in participating in the ACC, which they knowingly signed years ago. Of how the money would be distributed, and then to fast forward years later, and they see the ACC, the SEC, and the Big Ten teams getting all this money, and they're like, "Ooh, we want our share of a piece of that pie," and whining about it. So they threatened to leave the conference. That didn't happen because, nobody wanted Clemson. And apparently nobody wanted Florida State either. I don't know why I'd want all that drama and BS either if I was a conference commissioner. So good deal on that. Looks like, though, our agreement has been reached, and they are going to be staying in the ACC, and the ACC is now going to divvy the revenue up a little bit differently now. And it's going to be divvied up by like TV ratings. So Clemson and Florida State think that they bring all the eyeballs to the ACC, that their product gets more attention than everyone else's, and therefore they should be entitled to more monetary rewards because of such. Well, I mean, now here's the chance for them to do that. That's what is going to be going into effect. Maybe so. Football-wise, basketball-wise, I'm not so sure that Clemson and Florida State attract the number of eyeballs that some of the other teams in the ACC do. However, football is the straw that stirs the drink. Football is the engine in the vehicle that is your conference. So, with that being said, a lot of people, I think, watch Clemson and Florida State, which both of them have big fan bases. I get that, and I understand that. That's cool, though. But you got to realize, teams that have, hated rivals that hate them, in other words, with the tater shits, that being us, the Gamecocks. With Florida State, Florida hates them, and then so does Miami. I'm not sure which one would be considered the bigger rival. Maybe someone could clue me in on that. I don't know. I know Florida State had quite the rivalry with Miami back in the 80s and early 90s for sure. And then it was kind of rekindled again when Miami joined the ACC 20 years ago. And then Florida and Florida State have always been rivals, but I think that kind of got overshadowed by the Miami deal in the late 80s and the early 90s and into that and whatnot. But those have always been big rivals as well. And I think that when you have a hated rival, you're going to get a lot of eyeballs on your product from your rivals and your rival fan bases. I mean, come on. I mean, do South Carolina fans watch Clemson product? Yeah, they do. Does Carolina Jackpot watch Clemson play? Yeah, I do. Every chance I get, because I want to see them lose. And I want to see what they've got. So, yeah, I mean, I watch it a lot. Unfortunately, it seemed like this past year, and maybe for the past couple of years, we've played at the same time a lot. So I don't really get to focus a lot of attention on them. But I do have it tuned in. I do watch a lot of Clemson football, Clemson basketball. That's pretty much the extent of it. And there are a ton of Clemson fans, vice versa, who watch Gamecock stuff. They do, because they want to see us lose. They want to have a point and laugh special, and they want to be first in line to see it happen. So they definitely watch South Carolina play. And it's the same way with the others. I know Miami fans watch Florida State play because they want to point and laugh at them. And last year, let's just be frank, it wasn't too hard to do. It wasn't hard to do at all. And the same thing with Florida now. So some of your other teams here in the ACC, I mean, you think every Duke fan's clamoring to see UNC play football on Saturday, get down in front of the TV set so they can laugh at them if they lose? I don't think so. I really don't. Some of these teams don't even. Virginia Tech, is that rivalry that heated? It appears to be mid as best to me. Maybe Georgia and Georgia Tech is, but Georgia's got a ton of rivals. Who's watching Syracuse hoping they lose? Nobody. Who's watching Boston College hoping they lose? Nobody. Who's watching Wake? Nobody. Yeah, it's not just because you think that you have a superior product to everybody else. In fact, you don't. A lot of people just want to see you lose. So that's why you get a lot of eyeballs cast on you. But congratulations, you're getting a hefty payday out of it. And I'll see you all later. Appreciate it. I'm out of here. Go Gamecocks. Woo!